Firstly, to my left in the blue corner, representing Team New Zealand, trained by Jason Suddy at the Elite Thai Kickboxing Gymnasium in New Zealand. He weighed in the weight at 114 kilograms. He hails from Auckland in New Zealand. 4 fights, 3 wins. Ladies and gentlemen, he is The Rock, Big Paulie!
And Big Paulie he is, mate. A massive unit.
And now to my right, in the red corner, representing Team Australia, trained by Nugget at Nugget's Thai Gym. Last night of the weigh-in, he came in at 107 kilograms. He hails from Brisbane, wearing white shorts, red trim, fight record, 13 fights, 7 wins, 7 by way of knockout. Beenleigh Arena, make him feel welcome, Cedric NTG!
Johnny, a man who knows how to win and knows how to win by knockout.
Both fighters the centering.
Cedric NTG Kongaka.
Affectionately known as the Bomber from Tonga.
Okay, boys, you're both professionals, you've both been here before. All I want is a good clean fight and obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves, come out fighting.
Here we go,
Big Paulie's only had 4 fights for 3 wins. I think we saw him in Melbourne recently on a show where he was in an 8-man eliminator.
Touch gloves, this is the main event. Round 1.
But I tell you what, if he's trained by Jason the Psycho Suddy, anything can go on here, mate. He's obviously got a lot of faith in his boy to put him in against Cedric, as everyone knows what Cedric's capable of. Look at the size of him. Mountain of a man. 5 3-minute rounds, full Thai rules, brought to you by Hogstar, and a big thank you to Hogstar for sponsoring this main event.
Yeah, this weight division, we know the power that these fighters possess in just about every technique, whether it be both punches and kicks, as Big Paulie just starts to unload on Cedric over in the neutral corner. Work by Cedric to get out of there quick smart, as now they tie up in the grapple.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of technique there from Big Paulie, but he had a message in those gloves, and he was trying to post it home through the top of Cedric's skull there, just big overhand rights.
And we know the power that Cedric NTG possesses in his punches as well, so I'd be surprised if this fight went the distance, Johnny.
Mate, there's knockout power in both of these boys. As I said, Cedric's 7 wins, all by way of knockout. So, you know, he doesn't know how to go to the points decision. So Big Paulie, only the 4 fights behind him, but tell you what, mate, these boys with the Polynesian background, they're just tough as they come. And they always have a lot of respect for each other. Big Paulie supporting the mullet all the way from New Zealand. Good handiwork there from both boys, but a good sharp left there from Big Paulie.
So far, Paulie just relying on his hands, as we see Cedric NTG just trying to pepper away at that lead leg of Big Paulie's. And perhaps that's not a bad tactic by Cedric to just try and take out either the lead or supporting leg.
Having said that, mate, that's a lot of lead leg to take out.
Yeah, but we know the power that Cedric possesses, whether it be in his punches or his kicks. As we see the flexibility of Big Paulie just getting that left roundhouse kick up nice and high, trying to take Cedric's head off.
Just trying to break the boys. Tell you what, Murph, you want to stand clear when you're calling out break with these boys.
You wouldn't want them to clinch for too long, because the Murph want to be very careful as they now just start to unload huge bombs from both fighters.
Big Paulie just not showing any emotion or any facial expression there in centering, apart from wanting to knock off Cedric's head. Well, Cedric just having a bit of a glance there at his corner. Big overhand right from Cedric.
But Big Paulie hardly flinched. He just wore a good, straight, clean shot from Cedric. He didn't blink.
Spinning back fist there from Big Paulie. Just caught Cedric on the gloves.
Yeah, good work by Paulie. He followed up the spinning back fist, which missed the mark with a couple of punch combo.
What a big first round there.
Fighters seconds out.
both boys just come back into centering. I reckon Cedric's probably walking back and centre Nugget. This guy, I can't take this guy out at the moment. He's just tough.
Round 2.
I said we know the devastating power that Cedric's got in his hands, the bomber from Tonga. But mate, this is he's just planted one right on the jaw of Big Paulie there and didn't even flinch.
Yeah, this main event proudly brought to you by Hogstar.
Once again, Paul Demacoli and Prophecy Promotions has done a great job here at the Beenleigh Arena, and tomorrow he's got the next generation on as well. So full credit to Paul, just really stretching out to the sport. Really helping the young fellas come through and develop themselves, gives them a great opportunity to fight in a big arena in a full-size ring.
Yeah, well, Cedric definitely knows he's got a fight on his hands because I think he's looking over towards the corner at Nugget and particularly in between his rounds are saying that Big Paulie, what I've got to do.
Well, it's interesting too, and Cedric's realising that the power's not really rocking Big Paulie, so what he's doing, he's dropping his combination, and then he's getting out of there.
Big overhand right once again from Big Paulie.
I tell you what, if either of these boys connect with any flush with some of those big right hands, I tell you what, any lesser of a man would go down. But these two guys just stand there, just absolutely trading with each other. And you can hear the corners just screaming out, elbow, elbow.
Nice work by Paulie there. Oh, huge right hand just taken on the chin by Cedric NTG.
I think sometimes, yeah, when Big Paulie's got Cedric backed up against the ropes, he maybe just needs to just pause for just that second and it's full tie rules. Unload with an elbow when he's in that close. Good evasive work there from Cedric.
Lucky for Cedric, just working his way underneath that punch.
Bit of a low one. Yeah, a bit of a low kick there, but Murph didn't seem too phased about it. Both boys sort of stopped and backed off a little bit, but Murph didn't seem too phased about it. Big Paul, he's just emotionless there in centering, Johnny.
Attempted roundhouse back fist combo there, both techniques missing the markers. Now Cedric starts to unload, but Paulie just fights back, uppercuts, straight rights, big looping right hand.
So Paulie's got the power. If he can get if Jason Suddy can work on his technique and get him really loading those punches up in a straight line.
Yeah, and I think Big Paulie heard you, Johnny, as he attempts a couple of downward elbows there. Neither of them really connecting flushly.
Cedric is pushing him away. So what do I have to do to keep this guy off me?
Yeah, good work by Cedric to get out of the way, but Paulie's just straight back onto him.
Just breaking him up. It's almost like some of these shots towards the end of the rounds are just...
That's the end of round number 2. The heavyweights in centering. Full Muay Thai. It's your Prophecy main event.
Cedric just sort of casually walking back into his corner and walking out of his corner again. And, instead of the Murph's just standing back. And the Murph would love this, mate. Being a heavyweight himself or cruiserweight back in his days, he'd be loving this.
Oh, a good left jab there by
just shared the first couple of rows with the water that's been poured over Cedric.
Flicking the sweat and the water onto us in the commentary position. Thanks for the shower, Cedric.
And look, as you said, Johnny, Cedric's been would want to chop away those tree trunks that Big Paulie calls legs. But we know the power that he's got behind him, and Big Paulie hasn't been checking them.
And I think Cedric would want to reassess his game plan and perhaps start to chop down the tall timber that is Big Paulie that's in front of him at the moment. Really try and work away at that lead leg. Paulie really hasn't checked any of those kicks so far.
I'm not sure whether it's in his repertoire, mate, learning how to check. See Murph just very casually just saying to the boys, back in centering. Oh. I'll tell you what, just sitting back in amazement at the power of these guys.
It just amazes me that both these fighters are still standing in centre ring. We've had some huge shots being thrown by both fighters. Attempted step up knee there by Big Paulie. Cedric just ties him up.
You can hear Murph through the effects microphone. He's saying, boys, come on, big bombs. Oh, I'll tell you.
Huge left hook by Cedric. He would have... oh, if that had connected, Johnny.
I'll tell you what, Paris and his crew, mate, they've got their work cut out from tonight, mate. Their camera lenses there on centre ring and our official photographers as well have been getting absolutely covered in sweat. Big Paulie and Cedric just unloading there in the neutral corner.
Oh,
big downward elbow.
Oh, that one connecting sweetly, but Cedric, he's worn some huge shots.
Mate, they're not sharp, those elbows, but they're coming down from a long way with a lot behind them.
And that's a good tactic by Paulie. He's got the height advantage, so it's good to see at least he's employing it and trying to make the most. And knock Cedric out, which is really what he's trying to do. Just pull him back there on that left roundhouse kick. Good flexibility from Big Paulie also. Seen him get that kick up nice and high as he unloads bombs. I've never seen Cedric take so much punishment, Johnny. We've commentated many of his fights, but Big Paulie just going to town on him.
And you can hear the Murph in the latter stages of this round. He's been
That's it, round
in the first
number
couple of rounds.
three.
In the latter stages of that round, Murph's been really eating the boys on. He's loving this in centre ring. He loves watching the big heavyweights banging it out.
Round 4.
Okay, the penultimate round, proudly brought to you by Hogstar.
Again, Big Paulie just controlling centre ring. I tell you what, Cedric's doing more miles in centre ring tonight than he's done in a long, long time. Big Paulie just stalking him, trying to cut off his angles. I tell you what, Big Paulie with a few more fights under his belt, mate, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with in the Oceania heavyweight divisions because he's tough. He's taken absolutely everything Cedric's thrown at him and just not flinching.
Yeah, nice left jab there, just rocking the head back of Cedric.
And look, really, at the moment, Cedric's just walking backwards, just looking for an opening, but really there aren't a lot there.
Yeah, no, nice combination there. Left body rip, low kick, and really he wants to work away, perhaps at the legs of Big Paulie, because Cedric must be wondering, what have I got to do? I can't seem to hurt Big Paulie.
It's almost like it's in slow motion, a lot of these breaks in between, boys, but I tell you what, something unloads, John, and it'll be a short end of the fight. Murph's in there now, 4th and 5th round, he's going to start egging the boys on. Really, Cedric's looking a little bit, I wouldn't say confused or dazed, but he's just wondering what does he have to do to get through to Big Paulie.
I'd say that Cedric is looking a little bit fatigued as well here in the 4th round, Johnny. Just he's dropping his hands very low there in between exchanges. As we see Big Paulie, you know, keeping his hands up nice and high, continually walking forward.
But so what Big Paulie's got to do, and there you can hear Murph just egging the boys on there. As Cedric's walking around backwards, Big Paulie needs to be cutting the ring off, not just following him around the same angle. He needs to be cutting off his angles. Oh, slapping the leg kick there from Cedric NTG. Oh, the spinning back fist, Johnny. But if that had have connected, someone in the back rows would have been looking to catch Cedric NTG's noggin as it would have flown off from that one. The power behind
Pretty sure we would have collected another spray of sweat from Cedric, but luckily for Cedric that technique missed the mark.
I'll tell you what, the first couple of rounds, mate, the Murph was fairly nonplussed and just sort of standing back. Now he's really egging these big heavyweights on. Through the effects microphone, hands up.
Yeah, Cedric continues to drop his hands, but Big Paulie really not taking advantage, Johnny. I'd expect him to be straight into him. Yeah, doubling up on the left kicks there, and now unloading. But a couple of techniques, and then Paulie stepped back. He's letting Cedric off the hook.
I'm having as much fun watching Big Murphy centering at the moment, mate. He's really starting to enjoy this.
Yeah.
And he's saying to the boys, big, you know, come on, they're probably going, hang on a second, we're both buggered here in centre ring, and you're telling us to go harder at it. Gotta love the Murphys, the best referee in the country without doubt. So the 5th and final round, John, the Hogstar sponsored main event.
This is the 5th and final round.
What a way to finish Prophecy Promotions and Paul Dimacoli's Eruption 7 at the Beenleigh Arena here in Queensland, John.
I don't think any of us would have predicted this fight to go to the distance, but here we are in the 5th and final, and it's been action-packed entertainment from both fighters.
So I'd expect the Murph to step it up as well in this 5th and final round as well. He loves bringing fighters home in the 5th and final round. He loves a war.
Oh, nice body rip kick combo from Cedric, but once again, Big Paulie not even flinching.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether you can hear the Murph through the effects microphone, but he's saying, last round, come on, who wants it, who wants it? And that, mate, that's great refereeing as well, egging the boys on and letting them know they've got full support in there.
Yeah, look, there's nothing wrong with that, and it's really not showing any bias whatsoever, really encouraging both fighters and really to put on a show for everybody that's at ringside. Great work by the Murph.
Big Paulie, that big looping right again.
I'm of the opinion, Johnny, that I think if you hit Big Paulie in the shins with a baseball bat, that he would not flinch, because Cedric has just unloaded the strongest kicks that he can, and Big Paulie continues to walk forward. He will not even show the slightest signs of buckling.
Have a look at the Murph in there in centering.
Once again, Cedric's got those hands dangerously low, and Big Paulie just letting him off the hook once again.
Cedric's probably thinking to the Murph, well, you bugger off, will you? This guy's just stalking me around the ring and you're telling him to keep coming at me.
As we see the Murph motioning the both fighters, come on, get it on. But obviously, tiredness and fatigue setting in.
But again, Big Paulie's got to learn from this, and Jason wants to take him back and show him this. You know, when it comes out on TV and on DVD, show Paulie how to cut off the angles. All he's doing is following the Cedric around. He's going to be a lot more effective if he can cut off the angles there in the centre. He'll learn from this. It's only his 5th fight, and he's taken on one of Australia's premier heavyweights. Did you see the Murph that is saying to the boys, dig deep, dig deep?
Yeah, I think Cedric has spent all his pennies at this stage, Johnny. He just looks like he's waiting for the bell to sound as Big Paulie continues to unload. But there he is, the bomber from Tonga. Let's go with the couple and makes a complete liar out of me.
Murphy's just trying to separate him and really struggling to lift Paulie off the ropes.
Somebody lend the Murph a pinch bar to separate the two of them, because he's having trouble getting them apart. Oh, this is great to watch. Big Paulie continuing to let go, left and right bombs.
And look at the Murph. Murph having a big laugh there in the corner. As both boys are just, as you said, Johnny, they are absolutely spent there in centering. Big Murph just having a big laugh at both boys.
Your winner by unanimous points, blue corner, The Rock.
And there you go, Johnny. Big Paulie takes out the main event. That's 2-2 New Zealand versus Australia.
The big boy and Big Paulie, some big blows traded. He came home like a steam train in the last round. Good effort, mate. You just didn't get the chockies today, mate.
Well, thank you, Big Paulie, for these days. Come down and give it a go. Best man on night one. What can you say?
Very true words. Good effort there, mate. But back up to the corner. Now, if I can just grab Big Paulie. And before I do that, one more time, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Cedric NTG. Put up a big effort here in centering. I'm sure we'll see him back very, very shortly. Some big blows were landed. In the last round, he came back hard with some big punishing leg kicks, but you weathered the storm and you walked out a unanimous winner.
He wants me to talk for him. You know, this guy here, he's had 5 fights. He's been training about a year. I show him something today. Tomorrow he's mastered it. We're coming. He's coming.
Some big words there from his trainer, Jason Suddy.
He wants to say thank you to the promoter for bringing him here, and they looked after us awesome, and Tony at the restaurant. That's what he said.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Big Paulie.